Now let's talk about writing a basic print statement. One of the things that most every program needs is some way to display some output to be able to put something on the screen. And we do that with a print statement in Python. So inside your main function, which is where most of your code will be written, anything that's part of the main function, you need to indent. And I use 4 spaces. You have to be consistent and indent the same. I think it'll allow 2 spaces, but generally 4 is just easier to see on the screen. And you would use print, that's the command, and we're going to put parentheses there. And it's going to print whatever is in the parentheses. So let's say we just want to print hello world, right? Whatever, if we want words, whatever we want to print, we have to put inside quotations. Whatever I put inside those quotations is exactly what it's going to print to the screen. If I hit the run program, did it work? Yeah, look, there's actually 2 spaces there that it printed. But let's say we wanted to print hello world. So let's type hello world inside the parentheses, and I'll take out those 2 extra spaces. So now this is what is inside the quotes. So that should be exactly what our output will show when we hit run program. There it is. Hello world. So we can put extra spaces in there just to make it, easier to read. Python doesn't mind if you add spaces before or after anything like that. But let's use another example to where we had a variable established first. So let's have a variable and let's call it name. And this is going to be equal to Bob or whatever we want to call it. If we're going to make it words, we have to put them in quotes. And we say we want name to be equal to Bob. And so let's change our print statement to be hello and a space. I put a space after it inside the quotes because I want to actually print a space after the word hello. And then I can say plus name. Oh, I can say plus name. So this is a variable that we have already established right here. And we've given it a value. So when we hit print, when we hit plus in here, that means concatenate. That means put together. I want you to take what's before the plus and what's after the plus and put them together. So when we hit run, let's clear the previous output. When we hit run, hello, Bob. See, and there's that extra space that I put right there. It actually printed the space after hello. Without that, if I don't have that space, when I run this, it puts my words together. So it's important to use spaces wisely. See, hello, Bob. Hello, Bob. Is that one word? Put a space in there and it makes it hello, Bob. And we can concatenate more. We can say plus period, because I put Bob, put the period after Bob. How are you today? For like, I'd have to concatenate 3 things together. So it's going to say hello and then whatever the name is. And then I'm going to print a period with some spaces and this phrase. So when we run this program, hello, Bob, how are you today? See, it's making a nice little phrase. And this would be real easy to just change the name. Hello, Sally, how are you today? So that's the basics of writing a print statement. Using text, we can just print directly what we want to print, or if we have a variable defined above, we can add that into our print statement using the plus symbol to concatenate things together.